Hello and welcome everyone back into the Toy Barn. My name is Daren. If I can ever pronounce my words, my wife Kathy is over there.
Hi.
You want to say a word? You're just going to look at me.
Happy Monday.
And we are filming this for Monday. We was about a week ahead, but we've sort of fallen behind because we've had a lot of things going on. We've had a lot of rain. We've had a lot of business appointments that we've had one that we've just kept circling, trying to do over and over again.
Talk about it a little bit. So.
Yeah, I have a deal. Right?
Deal.
In theory. Every time I go to try to complete the deal, something has been happening over the last 4 days, and nothing's going on since then. So we're sort of in a on again, off again buying item, and the company we deal with has usually been pretty good about dealing with us. They've had some work done on some roads that they are connected to business wise. They made the call again to us because they wanted us to come pick things up. We made a good deal, but there's been so many things happening between here and there that it's just been almost impossible to close the deal.
Every time we go, when they say they're there, they're not. The doors are closed, the lights are out.
And we don't know if it's because they've lost power, because of construction going on. There's so many things that could be an if, and but, so to speak. Yeah. So we're just going with that. If it works, it works. If it don't, it won't, because we've got another deal that I can work on. And we might make other deals as well that we might get finding at yard sales.
And then
whatever else. I go see Mom, for instance. We go down every time to shop or so down there, and she said she's got us a new one to look at, so we'll see how that goes, right? But we've got a lot going on this weekend, and today is a Sunday. You will be seeing this tomorrow. For us, it'd be Monday. Has been weird. Actually, it's been almost a week and a half that's been weird for us. Yeah.
Weird.
And it's been a weird week as in sales wise. eBay has been trash. I mean, when it is firing, guys, we've got 2 eBay stores, Madcap Toys, Madcap Toys Plus. Many of you guys out there that watch us consistently understand that, know that. But it's either firing like fire or cold as ice. There is very little in between. Cold as ice, we've had maybe one day so far that we had 0 sales for both stores. Never before. One store was firing or one wasn't. As of late, it seems like eBay has absolutely no consistency. None. They're hot, they're cold. You're either their boyfriend, girlfriend, or you're broke up. There's no ifs, ands, and buts, right?
It's a hot, cold relationship.
It is. Yeah. District. We don't expect a lot from District because we're still small. We've only got like 38 members, and we invite you that would like to join us to become a member of Madcap Market. We would like to invite you over there. You can buy, you can sell, you can trade, etc. and so forth. Come join us. Check us out. Again, Madcap Market. It don't cost nothing to sign up. You can sell, and the sell rate is a total of a 10% fee. 5% will go to us to go out for marketing pretty much, and 5% goes to the District site.
Right. And then Mercari has been.
Kathy's taking my hype, dude. She's jumping in here, right? But anyway, Mercari, well, Poshmark, I want to hit them as well. They've been dead code.
Yeah.
It's been dead code on Poshmark. Of course, Kathy hasn't been working on it as much, but you can only work on so much so fast at a time. Poshmark has been code. District, code. eBay, off and on. Mercari has been the winner over the last week and a half. Mercari, over the last 2, going on 3 days, counting today, back to back, guys. Back to back. Since, that would be what, Friday? Mm-hmm. Thursday night, Friday? Mercari has been outselling eBay, eBay Plus, District, and Poshmark. And guys, you're going to have your mind blown right here. Mercari has outsold all the sites. Combined. By themselves. Kathy is going to tell you today what has been going on with our sales on Mercari. And it's just going to, some of you guys are anti-Mercari. I get it. You don't like it. Okay, that's fine. Everybody does his and her own thing. That's cool. But here's the deal. Mercari has been our winner site. Without Mercari, we wouldn't have a whole lot of sales today to talk about.
Pack very much.
Yeah. No. But Mercari has been good for coins. It's been good for collectibles. It's been good for clothing. I don't recall if we sold shoes on there this week or not.
This week.
Not this week. But it has been pretty much the main thing keeping us going. And that's why I always encourage fellow sellers online. If you're a new seller, you don't have to do what we say. Test the water for yourself. We try a 5-fingered approach. And that way, if one side isn't working, the other side is. Do you know that a lot of times in our history, when we was online years ago, eCrater outsold a lot of times eBay.
It's true.
I'm trying to think of that other site we had.
We had so many.
We've had so many, but we've had iOffer that did good at a time. eBids did okay at a time. We did Yahoo auctions, my favorite.
Our favorite.
Guys, we would sell hundreds of items on Yahoo. I have sold that on eBay, but it's usually via a Dutch format. Somebody will buy, let's say, 1,000 Morgan dollars or 1,000 Peace dollars, 1,000 Mercari dimes. I have sold things like that. But the biggest problem I have right now with eBay and for a long time is you get like one count for all these, you know. So, I mean, we just sold, it's been several months ago, maybe last year sometime, I could be wrong. Something like 10 or 15 silver buffalo, not buffalo, but silver American Eagles, bullion, BU coins. We sold some of those to one guy. We may get 15 feedbacks, let's say, but we got one feedback count.
Right.
That can kill you as a seller. That really can, especially when right now we're looking at 15 to 20 to 25% of people giving feedback. And by the way, you guys that give us feedback, we really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow our eBay store or any other site you buy off of us on, because guys, we do offer good and special offers. And also, I wanted to tell you guys that have been watching us for a while, if you become a district member with us at Madcap Market, when we hit 100 followers, we are going to do a live show, and we're going to start everything at $1. So stay tuned, because things are going to get hot. Angel, are you ready?
I am ready.
I'm going to turn to Kathy, guys.
I was just noticing. Okay, come back on. I had no cell service for like almost a minute.
Really? Did we die? We do have a storm going on again, starting again.
They know, they're so used to storms. Remember Friday's? Well, you may not remember.
Well, I
Friday's
do remember.
video. Everybody, thank you for subscribing and talking to us and all. But we got a lot of attention on the last one for whatever reason. But you could hear the rain and the thunder just overpowering behind me.
I remember hearing it on the
Friday.
roof. Yeah.
So you could be part of that storm on Friday. It was crazy. So hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I hope you're doing fantastic and having a great day. Like Daren said, Mercari has blown it out of the water in the last few days. We woke up to several sales, which we're not used to on Mercari for sure. But did several. It saved the day. Again, eBay has been crazy. I've had sales all up today, and it's been crickets. Daren hasn't had any sales on the main eBay for almost 3 days.
Yeah,
solid,
straight. It's been dead.
It's just been crazy. So Mercari has been #1. Before I talk about the 16 sales on Mercari, I did have something to share. There was just some talk. I always go to, as you guys know, just the social media boards when it comes to reselling. But a person was concerned that, an eBayer, a seller, they were concerned that if they listed seasonal items right now, and I'm not going to go into the because we always do videos on selling seasonal and how important it is, so I'm not going into that. But they said if they list seasonal items right now, or stuff that's almost going to go out of season, will it deter from selling quickly, because people will look at it. If they list it now, they're afraid that if buyers come by to look at it.
What season?
Well, for instance, if we're going to be leaving summer in the next 67
July,
days.
let's say.
Say for instance a 4th of July t-shirt, because it's gone now, right? Say if they listed it today, they're worried about if it stays on and it doesn't sell, and come next quarter, like June or something, it'll be nearly 365 days old. Will somebody look at the listing, see it being on that old, and go, I don't want it because it's probably an old shirt? From what I know, if you're constantly, like we are, ending and selling similar, keeping your listings fresh, I don't even think the buyer can see when you originally listed the item. So the answer is, don't worry about it. Don't leave it in your death pile. List it anyway, no matter what time of year it is, because because everybody's always thinking ahead. Even though we're closer and closer to Halloween, Christmas, there's people even past us looking into Valentine's Day. And it sounds insane, but it happens all the time. I'm always having people look way ahead into the future, purchasing stuff for holidays, as we all have talked about in many, many videos. But yeah, they're not going to look at the listing and see how old or how new it is. Especially, like you said, if it's on eBay and you're doing end and sell similar a lot, it always shows the updated date. Like if I was to, like today, I did about 400 listings on Madcap Toys Plus. It shows today's date as if I already listed it. They're not going to know.
Well, the big thing about this that sellers need to understand, especially if you're a store. Now, I can't talk as much to those people that are not stores, because I am not as experienced, because we've been a store for 25 years plus,
time,
right?
Yeah.
So I go from that point. So please take that with that caveat in mind, guys. If you have a pile of stuff and it's not listed, it's never going to sell.
It's never going to stay in your death pile.
Yeah, if you list it, it can sell anytime.
Quickly.
It may not sell this year, but if you've been here and you've seen our videos, we always talk about repetitively.
Yes.
Always list this item. Always list these items. Always do this. Put something on.
Yes.
Do it. This, that, and the other. And I'll tell you guys, because, again, if it's not on, it can't be seen. It can't be sold.
There's no visibility.
But if you have it on, somebody might not buy it that day, but somewhere from that point to the time that they do buy it, they could take in, you could sell that product.
It's true.
But it would never sell if it's not taken and put on.
That's truth. That's very, very true. So don't ever think that they can see the day that you listed it, because the dates are going to change anyway. If it stays on and you end and sell similar, it updates the date.
And honestly, with you, even out of date product, if some people would say that, let's say it says 2024 4th of July special party or something, we've sold things that's got old dates on them.
Sometimes
you have to oftentimes discount them or accept offers. And guys, let's face it, a sell's a sell's a sell.
That's right.
It's better to make the sell than just keep it or throw it away. And I hate to say it, please don't get offended, but donate, because at the end of the day, would you rather make the quote-unquote profit and sell, or do you just want to donate it and take a little bit off your taxes?
It's very, very true. Very, very good.
It's sort of harsh, but it's true.
No, it's very, very good.
Yeah.
So we're going to get to it. We've had 16 sales on Mercari.
How many?
16 sales on Mercari, and many of them have today. So I was lucky and fortunate enough to find them quick enough to already have them packed and ready to go for what yours would be Monday AM, which there's looking at this in the evening would be our tomorrow there. So fantastic. And there was a plethora of stuff, like all kinds around the board. So well-rounded.
I'm saying that to an English major, right?
I was a business major.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
currently
but you
now,
had to speak of the English.
Right. So, yeah, took a little college, not much into business management, just a little bit where jobs would cover it and pay for it, make you go get a certificate, a piece of paper, yada, yada, yada. But
which
I'm
means
happy.
Nothing, right?
Right. It didn't help me in insurance sales, so we're good. All right, so 16 sales. So we're going to pull this first one up. Daren has been selling his yard sale collector cards across the board. Anywhere from basketball to baseball, etc. And there are a couple of these were basketball cards. So the very first one is a 1993 Upper Deck collector basketball card, Lakers Magic Johnson, number 32. And of course, he sold these couple into a envelope, because Mercari does do the envelope like eBay does. And this one sold for $1 plus
shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot. Now, Daren has, I couldn't even tell you the number of how many cards he bought that day at the yard sale.
Do you really want to know?
I really do want to know.
We bought 5,800 plus.
5,800 plus. So selling this for $1, could you imagine? He spent $40 on all of the 5,800 cards. So he would only have to sell, after the second one, 38 more and he would already be in profit, getting his money back, and then all the rest of it's profit after.
Well, and that's assuming everything just sells at $1. But
Sure.
like, you know, a lot of these cards we are putting at $1 because we just want to move them.
Correct.
We bought them in mass. We want to get them out in mass.
Exactly. And the next up, there's another one, 1993 Topps Collector Basketball Card, Michael Jordan, number 64.
Which I have 3 more of.
And this one sold for $1 plus ship. So very, very good for
So
that.
you just said something that card collectors will notice: the names, the players.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say, "Oh, cards," but some people know these things worth is more than what we're putting on.
That is
a lot
correct.
of them.
Very, very good. And Daren continues to sell coins and currency. Next one up, and he just found this one earlier this morning. 1945 silver Mercari dime good plus. And this one sold for $6 plus ship.
Awesome.
Very, very nice. And then one after another, we didn't know because these were sold the same day if it was the same person that bought them, but there were actually 2 different people. You just never know. And I had to make sure 50 million times I had the same serial number on different, and knew where to put what and where, because that can get real sticky when you have a lot of sales.
This has to be dollar bills.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The very first one is a 1957 $1 bill silver certificate note, and that sold for $5 plus ship. And then the next one was also a 1957 $1 bill note, average circulated, and this one sold for $5.50 plus ship.
Yeah, and for those that like currency, we've got a lot more of these. We got 5s, 10s, 1s, etc., 20s, and some bigger bills.
Right.
It's a little bit more expensive, and some, well, I think currently 1 or 2 certified. And we've also got a lot of what I'm going to call common currency. For instance, like you said, these dollar bill notes. We've got all kinds of dates, and I'm going to just put it out there: mint marks, BDs, etc., and serial numbers, guys. So we've got a lot of them out there, and you can get them cheap.
You really can.
Mm-hmm.
Now this just sold this morning. This particular Star Wars character, we had it for $6, but someone asked for $4.50, and I took it.
Right.
Because he's been in the Star Wars tote for quite a while, and he was missing a band, so I thought, you know, it's time to kind of move this guy. 2009 Star Wars Jawa action figure, and again, missing band there, but he sold for $4.50 plus ship.
Yeah. A lot of people that are Star Wars G.I. Joe Leonard collectors will know that we have several army builders that are always on, and we add to them, I would say, probably every 6 months or so, to, you know, when we buy lots.
Absolutely.
So check those out.
And next up, these shorts have been going out the door. We have maybe about 3 pairs of these left, and they're gone. It's a total sellout. Ava and Viv women's plus size mid-rise jean shorts, medium wash, 16W. And they sold for a really good price, $9 plus shipping.
Awesome.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful. And I do like this one. And I had to make sure that I found the right one. It was an unpunched Star Wars card. Or Star Trek. Sorry, I get confused. Star Trek card. But I had to make sure that the figure came with a trading card, because there were some that I was looking through over here where you can see that some of them, it just had the weapon, the stand, but didn't have the trading card. So I had to make sure I found the right one.
Different variants, or
it wasn't a different variant. She was wearing she was wearing the same outfit.
Okay.
It's just some had a trading card with it and some didn't. They just had the stand and the weapon.
You mean in the front of the sleeve?
Right. So I couldn't found a Deanna Troy and go, oh, that's it. I had to make sure it had everything that showed in the front.
We have a mass amount of Deanna Troys in stock.
We do. This was a 19, and Daren got a bunch of these Star Trek unpunched, so that's really cool. They never got hung up in the stores, which is cool. 1993 Playmates New Mint on card Star Trek The Next Generation Counselor Deanna Troy. And she sold for a very awesome price, $8 plus ship. Very, very
good price for her.
And next up, from our superhero tote, we sold Lex Luthor. Little tiny figure there, 5-inch. DC Comics Justice League Lex Luthor collector action figure, 5-inch figure. And he sold for $7 plus ship. And this was another one that we got today. I had to dig through Daren's area over here to find it on the Danny shelf, but we got to it. And I have 4 of these packages left. We got these in a Target pallet. Funko Pop tees, Jurassic Park size extra large unisex t-shirt, Target exclusive. And it sold for $6 plus ship. It's usually a little bit higher than that, but we were trying to do what we could to get rid of those, and they just bought it without needing an offer. They just went ahead and did it. And I already got that relisted. So on Mercari, if you can't do quantity listings, but if you know you have more available, it's always good to get those relisted.
Right, exactly.
And if you're watching, it's already out ready for the Monday AM, so perfect, right? More coins. Daren helped me out finding these coins, particularly this one that we already got packed and ready to ship Monday AM. 1914D silver barber quarter average circulated was found in the coin desk, and this one sold for $15 plus ship. And then I went ahead, I was nice, I went upstairs to help him because I had everything done at the time. I was getting ready to wrap things up. This is the 1992 S. Stands for San Francisco, right? Roosevelt Memorial Dime Proof.
Now that's not silver, right?
I'm guessing
if
not.
it was silver, it'd say silver, but
no, it didn't say so. It didn't say so. And this one sold for $4.50 plus ship. And then next up in our media area, we sold a DVD. This is the 2022 The Secrets of Dumbledore from Warner Brothers. And this one sold for $5 plus ship. So just a little bit under our average $6.99. And from a retail arbitrage, we had 5 of these. Now we're down to 4. This came from we did this, I think, back in the fall. We went into retail arbitraging a little bit and got a bunch of figures at a really good deal. 2021 Mint on Card Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch C-3PO action figure. And he sold for $13 plus ship.
Awesome.
And next up from our Target palette, we've had this little shirt for quite a while, and it was time to move, and it did. Daren took a deal on that, and thank goodness. And I actually went to the right
tote the first time?
The right bag the very first time.
Okay.
I try to use this up here for memory purposes. It doesn't always work, but when it does, it helps a bunch. So I went to the very first bag that I thought it'd be in, and it was in there. So it's good. Wild Fable Floral Women's Puff Short Sleeve Woven Top Size. Medium, perfect for right now, with the indexes going over 100, at least where we are right now. And this shirt sold for $7 plus ship. And lastly, we sold, finally, more currency. Daren's big coin buy and currency buy really helped. It's moving quite a bit. 1957 $1 silver certificate blue seal. This was a blue seal one. Average circulated. And this sold for $4.50 plus shipping to boot. So yeah, 16 items.
We have a lot of those blue seals
that we have. So of course, still pending on Madcap Toys, Madcap Toys Plus. We've shipped the items out. We still have a lot to share on those sites. But that's been basically it. Again, I don't want Mercari to be the site that keeps us rolling. I mean,
well, it's our
we're paying for eBay. We're paying for subscription fees for 2 stores, and you want to reap what you sow. We have thousands, as you guys know us, listings there. Daren has now. He just made it over 11,000 listings on the main eBay store. And I have over 3,400 on the new store.
And
so
that's not the Dutch number. That's
not the Dutch number. That's the listing number. So come on. You know, it's crazy to think that you have that many listings on one store and not getting anything at all.
I've got a question to ask you before we head out, as it was. Do you think we're going to be able to beat last year? I've got my doubts at this time if eBay don't let us really sell.
Unless fourth quarter picks up, I don't think we will.
Some people we've talked to, so to speak, say they're going gangbusters, but it's not on eBay. It's on other sites. Yeah,
I mean, if I was saying we were going gangbusters, if we looked at today with Mercari sales, I could say we went gangbusters this weekend, but that's a big flop.
Well, to me, Mercari is like our second,
and
at worst, third tier sometimes. Depends on what happens on District or Posh. But Mercari, when Mercari becomes number 1, and we've made a video about that before, which you can look in our history.
In our archives.
But Mercari, by all rights, should not be the number 1 sell site with the 2 eBay stores.
No. not when you're paying subscription fees for the site that's failing.
And then on top of that, they want you to advertise here, there, and yonder.
Yeah, promoted, go broke it. You know what I mean? Where Mercari, don't have to do that. You're listing, you're relisting.
And here's the thing I don't like about the promoted listings. If you've got somebody that for some reason is cheesed off at you, and you don't know why, or they just don't like you because you're competition, or they're from over in Timbuktu and want to drive American businesses out, people say, oh, that's awful, but it's true. And you do all these promoted listings, somebody don't even have to buy the product, but they can click your item 50 times and you're paying for those advertisements.
That's insane. I don't want to go broke over someone having fun. You know what I mean? All right, guys. Well, we don't have much to say here. Would have said we would go fulfill, but we already did that. So we're just going to go back in. I'm going to try to take some pics to list some stuff tonight. Clothing. I'm going to do clothing tonight. And Daren has done really well and doing overtime on collector cards and coins and currency. So
I got all those to put on. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to get there.
And it's a day for break too, especially since we got things done pretty early and all that. So,
and what do you think of your QVC orders that we've got in so far?
Oh, I love the candles, Harry Slatkin candles, and all the things he buys. I love the food. I love the smells. I'm that person. You know, I love the stuff. I love the feel of just the magic in the air. So I'm happy.
Exactly.
All right. Well, you guys have been super fantastic. Keep selling. Keep relisting. Keep listing. Keep the faith. Keep listing those items, even if they seem far off. If they're seasonal, they will sell. And until next time,
bye-bye all.